Last fall, our football team was destined to march all the way back to the Dome and take home another state title. That destiny was abruptly halted by walk-on the second round of the state playoffs. In the locker room after that game, I saw so many of my teammates, my friends, suffering as they realized the gravity of the defeat. I watched as one by one the seniors accepted that they would never play another down of high school football again. All the workouts and hours of conditioning they had put into this football team, and we had still fallen short of the goal. It's unfair. How could we work so hard for something, be committed to it mind, body, and soul, and still fail? The hollow despair that dwelled in my heart for days after the walk-on game turned to doubt. Doubt that I did everything I could. Doubt that I gave every last breath of effort to see this team rise to former glories. I lifted and ran and worked tooth and nail. But was it enough? Weeks passed and I soon found myself tired. Tired of the complaining and the pointed fingers blaming this or that for the reason we lost. I felt something needed to change. As I sat there reminiscing, I remembered the philosophy the foundation of this football team was built on. It's not about how hard we get hit or how many times we lose. It's about how many times we're willing to take those hits and keep getting up. It's about swallowing our pride and just doing the work that needs to be done. It's about looking adversity in the face and smiling as it tries in vain to knock us from our firm foundation. We've been told over and over that this world isn't all sunshine and kisses. When it comes down to it, the world is a merciless, loathsome beast, and it will grip the very heart of you and squeeze until there is nothing left if you let it. That day I made a promise to myself, my teammates, and the community that I would do everything that I could to make us the best football team in the state, that I would give every ounce of my energy and will until the last breath flees my broken body to see us rise. I can't do this by myself. I need a band of brothers that I can count on like they are my own flesh and blood. I don't need all the excuses of the half-committed people saying I couldn't make it because of this or I couldn't be there because of that. I only need the precious few, willing to selflessly commit themselves to a purpose beyond themselves, rather than selfishly wasting their talents because they didn't want to get out of bed. If we want to succeed, if we want to see this team ascend from the abyss, we have to be willing to give up sleep. We have to be willing to show up through thick and thin, rain or shine, come hell or high water, if we are to be successful. Many of us say that we want this football team to be the best in the state, but we don't want it that bad. Some of us just kind of want it. Some of us don't want it enough to wake up at 5:30. Some of us don't want it as much as we want to party or lay around. Some of us have spent our whole lives watching opportunities to be great slip through our fingers because we didn't have the spine to reach out and grip what is ours. It is a sight that cuts to the core of me to see an athlete, a friend, fall to ruin because he didn't find the motivation to seize greatness in the small window of opportunity he had to do so. We need to want to be better. One day the reason we train so hard will be stripped from us forever as we move on from high school. Never again will we train for Coach Hatachecker to be a Union Knight. That is why we need to be hungry in our hearts and cherish every second of our training, because of that cold hard truth. We need to strive for that moment when our body is beaten and bruised, our legs are jelly, and we are gasping for breath. In that moment we are free. There is no guilt, there is no fear, there is nothing outside the burning our legs and the chorus of breathing coming from the brothers surrounding us. Nothing else matters in that moment. We don't care about a party happening later that day. We don't care about what's on TV. The only thing that matters is that we are here. We're not laying in bed. We're not playing video games. We are with our team. We are with our brothers, preparing for the adversity ahead. Adversity that will no doubt consume us if we do not act now. Those of us who aren't very committed wonder why we feel this deep sense of guilt every time we see a teammate. It's because we know that we are wrong. We know that we should be there in the morning, lifting or running after school. It's because deep down, we accept the fact that our time is running out to make something of ourselves. Yet we lack the discipline to do something about it. So much potential in this world is wasted by cowards that aren't willing to use the gifts they've been blessed with from the cradle. The grind for success starts now. In the gym, in the weight room, the wrestling room, at home, even in our beds, we need to be foaming at the mouth, anticipating the next day's training. When we make the strain for a championship football team as a part of our lives as breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then we'll be on our way back to the Dome. We must give everything we possibly can to this cause, for it is bigger than any one of us. It speaks for the community as a whole, and all alumni past who have dedicated themselves to the same cause. We must do this, so that when the final seconds drift off that clock, we can hold our heads high, look our loved ones in the eyes, and know that we didn't let them down. Know that we did everything we possibly could in pursuit of the cause that we share.
Con los terroristas. Do the Harlem Shake.